Hey fellow crafters, in today's CASE the Catty video, I'm going to feature the Sweet Conversations bundle from the brand new January to June mini catalog. I'm going to show you how to take a sample in the catalog, add your own little twist, and create a super cute Valentine. Shall we get started? Hey everyone, I'm Terri from nutsAboutStamping.com. I love sharing techniques and project ideas for rubber stamping, paper crafting, and scrapbooking with you each week. There are times when we're all stuck for inspiration, so in this new series of videos, I'm going to show you how you take a resource that you always have on hand to help you with inspiration and card layout ideas. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button and the bell beside it so that you'll be the first to be notified when my next video goes live. Make sure you watch all the way through my video for my bonus tips and design ideas. Now, shall we case that catty?
First, let's have a close-up look at the Sweet Conversations stamp set. This Valentine-themed set includes a variety of hearts, including conversation hearts, that can be used on Valentine's and with other loved-themed projects. I think it would be really cute for baby cards as well. The stamp set includes circles, stripes, and a tag, all things that make this set even more versatile. And here are the dies. I've taken some of them out already from this pack because we're going to be using them on today's card. So let's have a look at what the Stampin' Up! Concept artists have created for this bundle. If you go to the back of the catalog on page 83, this sample here caught my eye. I don't often use Vellum, so I thought I would give it a try on today's card using the new Lyering Designs Vellum, which is also in the mini catalog. So let's have a look at the Vellum now. Here it is. I think this is a really cool pack because it has quite a vintage vibe to it. And it has some pretty texture. It's got newsprint, handwritten letters, and even map designs. You can create unique elements and layers using your punches or dies and the sheets of vellum, or you can use it as a card front layer, which is what we're going to do on today's card to case the catalog sample that I shared with you. So let's get started. My card base is going to be petal pink. That's the first little twist that I'm going to use when I'm copying the catalog sample. I think they use Blushing Bride in the catalog, but I'm going to use petal pink because my designer series paper that I'm going to use is the Flowering Fields designer series paper pack. I love these colors. It's Poppy Parade and Petal Pink. And I thought it would be fun to use this designer series paper sheet on my card front. And then for my vellum, I decided to use this map design because it kind of looks like, I don't know, cracked hearts or broken hearts. I don't know. I like the pattern in it and thought it would be fun to use on the card. So I've cut a piece of the designer series paper that I'm going to use as a layer on the card front. And I will attach that now. And then I'm going to do some stamping and die cutting. There we go. Let's go back and look at the sample in the catalog. So it looks like there's a designer series paper and then this layer of vellum on top. And then if we look closely at the hearts, it looks like there's 3 hearts that are die cut out of the designer series paper or a designer series paper design. So I went ahead and cut a piece of the Flowering Fields, ready to do that. And then it looks like there are a couple of stamped images onto designer series paper. So I'm going to do that. And then there are just a couple of random hearts that are die cut and then one that looks like it's stamped and die cut. So I'm going to add my own little twist to this idea.
I'm going to use this strip of designer series paper, and in the catalog they used, it looks like a Memento Tuxedo black ink, but this is another twist that I'm going to use. I'm going to stamp in Poppy Parade. I'm going to stamp that down like so, and then I'm going to take the Hug Me and I'm going to stamp it here next. And I think the third heart I will just leave plain. Now I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I'm going to die cut those out along with a strip of hearts that I'm going to create out of a piece of Poppy Parade scrap cardstock. This is another twist that I'm putting on the card. I decided I'm going to use these mini hearts as embellishments. So I'm going to die cut these out next. There we go. I have those 3 little hearts ready to add to my card front. Now I have a scrap piece of basic white cardstock, and I have my petal pink ink. And what I want to do is take the 2 plain hearts, the stamps, and I'm going to stamp them down onto my scrap basic white. And then on this larger one, I am going to stamp over top of it using the Text Me image and Poppy Parade ink. There we go, like that. Just adds a nice little outline detail. And now I'm going to die cut those out using my hearts. And then next, I have another scrap piece of the designer series paper that's the layer on my card, and I'm going to die cut out a couple of hearts from it as well. So I'll stop the video and I will use these hearts dies and die cut those out and then come back for the next step. And there we are, we have those 3 done. And I went ahead and made 2 more while I had the video turned off, because on the catalog sample there are 9 hearts, and so I liked that amount or that number of hearts, so I decided to go ahead and copy that idea directly. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to lay out my hearts onto the vellum. I'm not going to attach the vellum next. I'm going to put the hearts on, and then the last thing I do, or second last thing I'll do, is add the vellum to the card front. Okay, I've gone ahead and laid out the hearts the way that I like them on my piece of vellum, and I'm going to now bring in my Mini Stampin Dimensionals. Some of my hearts I'm going to pop up, and some of my hearts I am going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue to adhere them down flat. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. There we go, I have my hearts attached. What I did was I bumped up this one using a mini dimensional. I did this one and this one, and then I did this one. So I just did a random sampling of that just to give it some visual interest. Now remember this heart die that I die cut some Poppy Parade cardstock? I'm going to take 3 of the 4 hearts, and I'm going to adhere one up here, I'm going to adhere one down here, and then the third one maybe like that. So I will go ahead and add those, let it dry, and I'll be back and show you how to attach the vellum to the card front. Now, I don't know if you know this, but you can't just attach vellum to a card front using regular adhesive, because the vellum is translucent, which means you will be able to see the adhesive through. So this is the reason why I attached my hearts first, is now I can flip this over and I can use some of my multi-purpose liquid glue where I see the hearts on the other side, and then I can attach my vellum down to my card front. So let's do that. And in the catalog, it's a little bit off center, and I kind of like that look. So I'm just going to pat this down like so. And then let's go back to the catalog sample. And you can see here that they have added a piece of white baker's twine as sort of a final embellishment. So I'm going to do that as well. I have already gone and created a bow and cut it off the bolt. And I'm going to add mine at exactly the same point as the catalog sample because I think it looks really nice there. So to attach my bow, I'm going to use one of my mini glue dots, and I'm going to press the knot down, lift it off the bolt, and then stick it down on my heart like so. And here we go. I have created a super cute Valentine's card idea with the help from a little inspiration I got from the mini catalog. Would you like to see another Sweet Conversations Valentine card idea? If you do, why not watch this video next? And if you would like a complete listing of the supplies that I used and the measurements for all of the cardstock, plus the ordering numbers in case you would like to order the Sweet Conversations bundle over at my online store, I will link to my blog article in the description box below. And I have a question for you. What would you like me to use next? Why not leave me a comment underneath this video and give me some suggestions. I'm always open to suggestions from you so that I can create samples that you will love too. I'm Terri. I'm nuts about stamping. I hope you case the catty someday soon too. Bye for now.